Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back. Another How About Them Celtics video. Sam and I are recording on Sunday, November 17th, talking about the Celtics, the Maine Celtics, the Lobsters, the guys up north in Portland.
Oh,
I was at both of their games this weekend on
yes.
Friday and Sunday against the Westchester Knicks, who have a lot of former NBA players. I don't know if you knew that. Westchester has
stacking teams.
It
in
is
G League.
Westchester. I was talking to one of the PR people or the people who works for Maine, and he was telling me like last year they won the whole Showcase Cup because the G League season is broken up into the cup at the start, and then the reason it's like this I also learned is because 10-day contracts start to be allowed, and so they do the cup and then they do the regular season because people leave because of 10 days and stuff.
I see.
They told me last year Westchester won the cup and then went 8-24 in the actual G League season because they
For
just
Kobe.
This is how they do it. They stack it. But excuse me, Westchester Knicks, TJ Warren, Moses Brown, Chuma Okeke, and their head coach is Desanya Diop.
Landry Shaman?
Which is funny. He wasn't there, but technically he's on the roster. And then, like I said, Desanya Diop is the head coach. He wasn't there for the second game because he was coaching Senegal, in a world tournament. The second game.
I see.
But Maine Celtics lost on the first day badly. They were down by almost 50 at one point in the game, only ended up losing by 27. They actually played a lot better in the second half. They lost 127-100 and outscored them 40-19 in the fourth quarter. So you can imagine, got a bounce back win, 118-110 on Sunday afternoon. We can talk about the performances and stuff, but it was good to be up there. I don't know how you want to do this because I know you didn't end up going on the trip, but it can be I talk, you react. It could be you ask questions, I answer. But
should we do an interview? I interview Jack.
Sure.
So Jack, you go up to Maine. You get to meet Joey Spatula. You get to see JD Davison score the most points ever by a Maine Celtic.
Joey Spatulas. Yes.
Joey Spatulas and Jack right there on the screen. Aside from JD Davison breaking the record, what was the most intriguing thing you saw from Maine Celtics guys? It can be the G League guys that the Celtics have on two ways. It can be guys that people that watch channel may not know about. Who is the biggest standout not named JD?
So I was there with Noah, also went both days. Bobby Kravitsky went Friday. Bobby Manning was there on Sunday. Sunday. But Noah and I drove together today, and we were talking on the way back, and she explained it because she was there a lot last year, and it's the same this year. The Celtics run things very intently in Maine. And so they kind of JD Davison and Drew Peterson run the show effectively. But realistically, that's not the role they're going to have in Boston. However,
correct.
A guy like Jordan Walsh last year, Nemish Keita last year, they were not super dominant G League players. They were playing the same role they're going to play in Boston. And so I think the most notable thing that was more evident Sunday that is what they are doing with Baylor Scheierman. They are running Baylor Scheierman in a role that he is similar or that he probably would play with the Celtics. He doesn't have the ball in his hands a lot. Sometimes he ends up having it in the end of the shot clock, make something happen situation. But he's coming off the bench. He's not starting these games. He played pretty meh on the Friday game, but so did everybody. He played a lot better in the Sunday game. And I think the most notable part is he was red hot in the second quarter, made a few in a row. Airballed 2-3 threes in the third quarter and then bounced back, hit the dagger, hit a couple threes at the end of the game as well. Also, that motherfucker obsessed with rebounding the ball. He crashes every single shot. He is constantly crashing glass. But Baylor Scheierman is probably the biggest eyebrow raise. Okay, you can see that line because as bad as the shot looked in preseason, it just was a slump. He is a good shooter.
Well, that's good. I mean, we've got to see him warm up a few times. When we get to the Garden early for these home games, Jack and I get there probably at 4:30. And, Scheierman's always out there working out with Jaden Springer, and we get a look at what he works on shooting-wise, and his form doesn't look the cleanest at times. But to know that he's getting work up there, getting his confidence back. I know he had something he said to you guys today where it was even with the struggles I had, I still feel like I'm getting better game to game, which is going to be very important.
Yeah, he basically said, if it's an air ball or I hit the rim, it's all a miss regardless. What's the point of dwelling on that? I'm just going to go to the next shot. Just explaining it that way. He did say he felt like he's been improving, excuse me. And Tyler Lashbrook literally told us, the plan is to, put him in a role. A lot of these guys put him in a role they could play. That said, defense still not good. Still not a great defender. Still needs to work on that part of his game. It is getting better. And the one thing you can't like it is very, very clearly not an effort issue. Like he that motherfucker's
That might
playing
is that worse?
200%.
Is that
No,
better
no,
or
no.
worse?
Definitely better. Absolutely better. Like he is going 200% whenever he's on the floor. It is just he gets beat off the dribble sometimes. He gets turned around a little bit every once in a while. He still doesn't jump at the end of his he moves his feet all right, but then he doesn't jump at the end of the contest. So the guy gets a good look. It is a work in progress defensively. The other guy that intrigued me, and maybe I am just biased because I did talk to him, or maybe whatever you want to call it.
Jack loves to shout out his friends.
This Hassan Ward guy. This dude has like Rob height jump, like Rob athleticism. Like
That was our take when we did the video.
So high. Like he had a couple blocks today where you're just like, how the fuck did he get to that? Or a couple alley, what the hell? Like, and he's using it to like soar in for rebounds. He's using it to get it in like contest. And he contests well. He fouls a little bit sometimes. Still needs to work on his touch around the rim, positioning, stuff like that. But like that dude can jump. Like there is clearly like wait a second. And so I was looking at that. I talked to him today for a story I'm going to do. And I looked it up. And when he was at Iowa State, he did an interview with somebody and he said, quote, "My goal is to dunk everything." Like that is what he said. And I asked Tyler Lashbrook about it after the game. He goes, "I wish he'd dunk everything." People talk about threes. I prefer a dunk, the best shot in basketball. Hassan Ward was like you can see like, all right. There's a little something. It's still a very, very raw.
Did he get significant run?
He played 18 minutes today. I can read you his stat line, but his stat line, in my opinion, is not indicative of how well he played. It's weird because I have to like search directly for the box score if I want to find it because it's like
the worst, the absolute worst.
But he played 18 minutes. It was only 2 of 5 from the field, which is again a little misleading. 2 blocks, 1 steal, 3 offensive rebounds, 6 points. But like you could tell that he was like he made an impact when he was out there. So he impressed me a little bit as well.
Did he show any ability to score not in the paint?
No, absolutely not. No. He is Robert Williams to a T. Like when Rob was not shooting at all. Like he is just run, dunk, set pretty good screens. Again, still a very, very raw prospect, but I liked him. Also liked Ron Harper. Didn't play very well in either game, but I liked the way he moves his feet defensively. Impressed me. Everything else is a little rough around the edges. Drew Peterson was pretty not great. You look at the stat line and you might think otherwise. He had 18, 9, and 6 on Sunday. It looked like he was just doing a little bit too much out there. Like it looked like he was rushing. He had 4 turnovers. It looked like he was like pressing. He shot 4 of 9 from 3, but only 6 of 16 from the field. It was like it was a little bit underwhelming for a guy that is on a 2-way contract.
And a guy that has looked really solid pretty much any time he's been on the floor for the Celtics. Like in the preseason, he was somebody that stood out to me as a shock. We were all going in really excited about Scheierman, and it felt like Drew Peterson was doing everything that we thought Scheierman would do.
Yeah. And I think it's flipped now. Noah and I were talking about that as well. My biggest thing with Drew Peterson is I don't think he's a great catch and shoot shooter. Like I think he needs to be shooting off the dribble to be at his best. And so that is a little bit like, don't know what's going on. JD Davison's the most dominant player I've ever seen. This dude was literally, he drove past someone. He did the Luka slow step and got an open layup because everyone just go, whoa, and then go sliding back.
Super cool putback dunk.
He had a super cool putback dunk. He got like he was floating on that putback dunk. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You can hit me some names if there's anything else you want to.
Crowd. How was the crowd? Good turnout.
Crowd was awesome. Crowd was really good, and I say that because on Friday when they were getting murdered, not a soul left the building. Like
that was how it felt for Game 3 of the G League Finals when I went up there in April. Like they got whomped, got killed. The crowd really didn't seem to lose any juice. Everybody was pretty excited to be up there. So shout out to people up in Maine that come out to these games because they care and they want to be there and they want to support these guys.
100%. Anton Watson was better in the second game. He's still a little bit weird. It feels like he fouls a little bit too much. Had 4 in this game, 3 in like rapid succession in the first half. The 3-point shot still looks a little bit shaky. He was 2 of 6, but 2 of them were near the end of the game. He positions himself well. It just feels like he needs to put all the pieces together at this level, which is fine. He's still got time. He's a rookie. Skapantsev was really bad on Friday and was a lot better today. He's just a little bit slow, only plays drop coverage. I will say on Friday, the Celtics did put him in a really bad position in the drop coverage because the guards were not doing a good job of fighting over screens. And so he was just left guarding like 2. Yeah. So he had some good blocks, but he's just a little bit slow out there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Jay Scrubb was hot or got hot on Friday, was not hot today, 0-5. He's pretty good.
Is he playing real minutes? Does he look healthy?
He played 20. He looks healthy. I talked to him today, so I'm going to do a story on him as well. The what?
They liked our Facebook.
No, I did not. But he looks healthy. He's getting back into shape. Not impressed with Tristan and Aruna. Like the one thing I'll give him credit for is he moves his feet well in defense. He is very clearly a decent athlete. He can help over a little bit. The shot is not good. Like he shot 1 of 6 today, and one of the ones he took, I literally turned to the guy next to me. I'm like, did that get tipped? Just like 3 feet in front of the rim. Like it was really bad. They're like, it's pretty well. He can make a play every once in a while, but he was 3 of 10 and 1 of 6 from 3. So it was really like don't know about that.
Very
did I miss
strange
anybody?
him.
Is there anything else?
Just the Aruna stuff is really weird because they signed him almost instantly for the summer league team.
Yeah.
It was the first video we did.
He's got an NBA
saw
body.
his highlights from Cleveland State. Like it was like he does everything. Like he scores on 3 levels, has a really good left hand.
People got mad at me.
We didn't even get to see him in summer league, and then he hasn't really played well with Maine, and he was on the Celtics training camp roster, but we didn't even see him in the preseason.
I remember when we did that video, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know how much it'll translate." The entire comment section was like, "Fuck you, Jack."
Hater. Yeah,
I was like, okay. It feels like he, in the Cleveland State highlights at least, it felt like he played like DeMar DeRozan, and unless you are DeMar DeRozan, you're not going to be that. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. He's fine. Like, there's nobody on the G League team that I look at and is like, oh my God, they're awful. But it's just good night, bad night, et cetera, et cetera. Jordan Shaquille played a few minutes too. They call him Shaq. It's weird. Jordan Shaquille, who was trying to get downstairs with, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or sister, but somebody to the locker room, and security wasn't letting him down because he didn't have a pass. It's really funny. It was like, come on, bro.
Dude, I'm on the team.
Let's figure it out. Joe Mazzulla was there on Sunday. Mike Zarin was there both days. Trophy was there today on Sunday. Larry was there. So it was good. It was a good weekend of hoops up in Maine. Moses Brown is a motherfucker. When I tell you, like,
rebounds.
He had 18 today and I think 17 on Friday, but he had 11 offensive rebounds today.
We'll never forget the day the Celtics essentially earned him a guaranteed contract after he had 19 rebounds or something in the first half against them in OKC.
He should be in the NBA. He should be.
That was also the Luke Cornett debut game where he made all the threes to help them win.
Mm-hmm. He should very clearly be on an NBA contract. Tumo Kiki still can't shoot, but he looks pretty good. He should probably get one. TJ Warren looks all right. I get why he's not in the NBA because it's kind of like the DeMar DeRozan thing. It's like Boo Booey didn't play well today, but he's good. He's real. Donovan Williams looked pretty good on the Knicks. I'm just like going through them. But other than that, London Johnson for the Celtics, they picked him in the G League draft. He played like 5 minutes in each game, but it felt like Tyler put him in very specifically in the third quarter for energy both times. So he's a name to like keep an eye on. He didn't really do too much, but you can, like, he's, like tenacious on defense a little bit. It's just he just another name to like watch out for as the season goes on.
All right.
I don't know if I got anything else. You have any other questions? Anything else that I missed, you think?
No, I think that was a good rundown. We talked about all the guys that people would know.
They do have Scottie Pippen's nephew. So
whole family.
I think it's his nephew.
Knocking on the door of the league.
Nephew, yeah. I think that's it.
Cool to hear that Jay Scrubb's out there, though.
Yes, very happy that Jay Scrubb is back. Also, Hassan Ward, local guy, went to high school in Springfield, Mass. Yeah, Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let us know what you think of the Maine Celtics. Leave a like, subscribe here, Spotify, and Apple, and all that. Sam, take it out.
Yeah, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment. Tell us what you think of the Maine Celtics. Tell us what you're looking forward to as their season goes on. You can also hit the bell because Jack and I are here with new content every single day. Full pods, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday game recaps, morning after each Celtics game. Other videos like this one in between to keep you up to date with all the latest. You can find us on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and recaps will be up there. So if you just want the audio stuff, that's fine. Give us a follow. Those will go right to your feed. You can email us, HBTCpod. We already get some emails for tomorrow's recording. But if you want to talk to us, get those thoughts in because Jack and I will be talking sometime on Monday. Socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook's the name of the pod. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's Jack's One NBA. Mine's at Sam for NBA. That's it for us. Bye.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.